So good morning. Today is Friday the 17th, 2023. We are spending just a couple minutes to tee up some work that we've discussed in the background. We've been focused on the Affordable Heat Act since the second day of session. And one of the things we talked about at the very beginning was revisiting the language in Senate rules that defines the jurisdiction of this committee. And so I just wanted to make a copy, pass it out to people, and suggest that we look at it and then talk about it in the coming week or so, and then settle on a possible change and bring it to the rules committee. So the one thing I think everyone agreed to at the beginning was that instead of natural resources and energy, which seems to imply kind of an extractive mindset, things to be used for our own value as opposed to protecting them for their own inherent value, so that the word natural resources could be modernized to environment. Now there in DC, they did that a while ago, way in the 60s. So,
and the other body.
Yeah. So this discussion is sort of on the back burner for 3 years now. COVID pushed it to the back burner. But don't take it up now. We have other things to do. But I would love to have us think about it. And so one of the things that I think that's vague and not helpful is this last clause, in the conservation of clean sources of energy. To flesh that out a little bit, for instance, that we might talk about the generation, transmission, etc. And the other thing is the scope of what energy are we talking about? Are we thinking about energy wherever it occurs? Like, are we talking about energy as it pertains to transportation and agriculture and manufacturing? Or why would we just, somehow we did the thermal energy bill, but begs the question, why not transportation energy or agricultural energy? So those are a couple of things on my mind, and that was it. I thought we've been in a full court press for a while, and this would be sort of a pleasant diversion while we think about stuff in the next couple of weeks. The other thing, Senator McCormick, to follow up on S5 is you had some thoughts on the social equity provisions, and Ms. Davis walked us through. I flagged and noted things in my copy. So Sarah Watson the same. So I would ask that people review your notes and start to think about what we might put together in the form of a committee. And then timing, we have a week plus, but we should jump in right away while it's all fresh in our minds, and get work with them to get drafting done and do a little bit of revision process. So that's really it. In case someone said, "What's next?" I had thought that we might be moving on to household hazardous waste, and I'll have to check with the House, but I think they've actually taken that up. They did a companion bill to ours. Sometimes that means they're going to work on it, sometimes not. Turns out in this case they did. So it may be that it's not helpful for us to take up anything until they ship us something. So I need to talk with Chair Sheldon and get the timing down. We have some other stuff on our board, so we're going to do bill introductions beginning of next week, so that we can hear what people's thoughts are, and then we'll map it out from there. But I just wanted to say, thank you for leaning into what's not been easy work, and it's required people, I think, to spend a lot of time, not just in committee, but outside of committee time to figure things out, have conversations with people at home, bring that back to the committee, come with some better work. So thank you all. Sarah, what?
Chair Brady, so I apologize, I was out of the room. Maybe you've already talked about H 161?
We didn't,
I don't
and we
know.
won't take that up until after crossover.
Okay.
Just keep our, reserve our time for getting it on. Thank you very much. And I passed out the you have right there, we have a single page out of Senate rules. So we'll look at the name and review of natural resources next week. Maybe we'll do environment and energy committee. And what I was saying before is it doesn't say anything about scope, like where are we energy, what kind of energy? So we just take thermal heat, why not transportation energy, why not agricultural energy? There's a lot of energy generation, could be anywhere. So that's it. Anyone else have something to offer? I feel like the news back here.
That's what it is. So I know at least constituents in Windsor County have asked about the trapping and all of those bills, and I think we have 3 kind of related to that, maybe just 2.
Yeah, they
related to
got,
that topic.
so last year when we had the, we'll call it the purple paint bill, it just came late enough that when we started to look into it, we ran out of time. The other conversation that we had at the same time, Senator Westman said, well, if we're gonna talk about that, why not safety zones? Senator Kushner put them in separate bills. And I'm thinking we might want to knit that back together again, because really relates to posting of land related to hunting, fishing, trapping. So, and I think you're right. There's a lot of interest in the user community to make it a little better system.
And we have a report that has come back to us, I believe, from Fish and Wildlife. Has it come to us yet, or is that?
But thanks for that reminder. Yeah, so we have there were 2 things that were live when we went home for the summer. One was that Fish and Wildlife was writing recommendations for amending the trapping laws in the state. And then the second was that we said to address coyote hunting with hounds. And that, I believe the recommendation's been written for the trapping group. I don't think there's a recommendation out yet on the coyote working group, but that's back on my to-do list and chase that down a little bit to see where they are, so that we can keep timely on everything.
And we do have a bill on track, right?
I know that Senator
Sorry, I don't know.
Campion has a bill coming, but I don't see it.
Yeah. Those folks had asked me to introduce the bill. My view was that I signed on to last session's bill, which kind of kicked the issue over to the department. And my sense was that it probably in good faith, to be in good faith, should wait on them to present that report to us, then decide if it was good enough.
Same here.
And put in a bill if I thought it wasn't. So anyway, but on the other hand, Campion is under no such constraints.
But
Actually, he was on the committee. Somebody was. Well,
we remember him. He still comes in first.
yeah.
To take our coffee.
Oh, yeah, no, that is, well, I'll save this for after we adjourn. Okay, so any other business for the committee? So, we're going to adjourn a little early. Small reward for finishing all that